Good evening, Vice Chair and Board. If you remember from our last meeting, we discussed, our last couple of meetings, we've been discussing adding fans down at the switch yards. We've got some prices in. I think those were sent to you. The first being the really large 7-foot fans that would be mounted to the ceiling portions. If we were to just do one of those under each pavilion, it would be $21,200. Or the second option would be 4 on each post under each pavilion, a total of 12 24-inch wall mount fans, totaling $12,800 to do that. The reason why we kept this in discussion from a staff standpoint, the electrician that did our bids is somebody that does a lot of work for the city of Saginaw, and we trust his judgment, but had suggested that he was not real comfortable of putting those fans in those positions due to weather. A lot of straight line winds could do damage to those fans, things of that nature. So that made us, as staff, really start thinking about that as well. That may not, we want to protect our investments the best we can. It is staff's recommendation, maybe moving forward, maybe not to do that idea per se. We were thinking, we voted. Hello? Oh, I lost. Put in the new storage building, maybe in a future meeting, get some quotes on some swamp cooler fans if y'all feel like that would be something you would want to look into further. We would be able to store those in the storage building that would be down there. And then that way, once the event's over, they could be put up and out of the weather. But that was pretty much the discussion on that front, and just wanted to give you staff's perspective of what we found during this process.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
I know last time I was here, there was conversation the city would be providing resources to help support trying to get the best way to achieve the goal you're looking for. Did you get the support needed to determine if not the fans and the swamp pool was the best move for this series, or what was the move?
That's totally open for discussion on that front. I know that Adele had mentioned a cooling tent, but we do want to try to caution against maybe using anything that would require water. So that's just something that is open for discussion, though, by all means. So.
Just want to check, see if there's any support you needed from tracking the city or anyone else to make sure that you have something to help from an engineering perspective to support additionally.
Yes.
That's the last thing.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I wouldn't want to pay for money and time for those fans for them just to blow away. So that's an easy decision for me.
I would want an engineer, someone from the city, and further across the board, what's the best way to achieve the goal? I'd like someone else to help us figure out what the best way to do that is.
Okay. Do you have someone that you can also discuss that matter with?
Yes, I mean, we could get involved with our city engineers on that, but once again, just from a staff perspective, we feel pretty strongly that that's probably not the best option to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that information. All right. If we're ready, move along. 2B, discussion and action regarding the installation of additional power pedestals at the switch yard. Mr. Kersey?
Yes. I want to discuss tonight and take action in regards to adding 3 new pedestals at the switch yard for the food truck park. As we've discussed several times, with every event, it grows. We're getting more and more food trucks in, and to be able to space out but also add more food trucks would be a great thing for the switch yard. So we had gone out and gotten a bid on this to install 3 new pedestals, just like what we have, would equal $18,700. So would like to be able to discuss and take action on that if that's something that the board would like to take further action on.
And how many bids did you get for that?
We only received one bid on that, and it's the person that did the previous one, the previous
Okay.
pedestals with us, yes.
Okay, and I'm assuming that cost coincides with their initial installation?
Yes, and the city will be digging the trench. We will be doing some of the work on this as well, in-house.
Okay, and I'm assuming that during the markets and the business that goes on there, there's definitely the need, correct?
Yes, yes, there is.
Okay. All right, does anybody have any other questions, concerns? Yeah,
What was the logic behind only getting one bid? Are we seeking other bids, or?
We definitely can do that. This electrician knows the system down there, so we just stuck with him, and that's who we chose to go with on
Got
this
it.
on
So
this
it
particular
was just
bid.
because he had familiarity?
Yes, that's why we chose that, but we're more than willing to go out and get competitive bids if that's what the board wishes to do. Not a problem.
and was he awarded the bid the first time? Were there other bids that came in and he won that bid the first time?
I don't have that information. I don't remember the exact details of the first installation. That was
Okay.
several years ago.
I would motion for us to table this until we have more bids to examine, to bump up against the current bid that's on the table, so.
Okay. Does anybody else have any opinion to mention? Do you agree? Does anybody agree?
My perspective is if you're familiar with this and you've got feeling that this is an appropriate cost or within allowable.
I don't think your mic's on.
It's not on. Thank you. Yeah, if your gut feeling is this is within reasonable, competitive pricing, within some allowable variance, to have somebody who's done this before sounds like that's a risk aversion, and that's nice. That's good. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like this is somebody who's done it before. You guys are saying that you think the cost is reasonable, and it sounded like I heard there was some risk assessment that's already done, or do you think further risk assessment's needed?
First off, yes, I mean, this is a trusted contractor within the city that does a lot of work for the city, but we also are totally open to going to competitive bids
Yeah.
on this, for sure, to make sure.
Yeah.
Now, once again, a part of this bid was the city doing some in-house work. I don't know if that would fall into every bid that we would receive on this, but
Understood.
the city was going to dig the actual trenches for the electrical line to be put in.
Okay. There's reasonable probability this is going to be a good price or an average price for this work, and
Yes,
it's somebody who we've
this-
trusted to do it before.
More than likely, this would be a good competitive price, but once again, we're totally open to getting more
Yeah.
bids.
Okay. And from the risk perspective?
There's no, I mean, we wouldn't feel
Yeah.
confident presenting it if it
Okay.
was a huge risk.
Perfect.
So even if someone did come in with a lower price, would you consider it a good idea to go with someone that you know, that already knows the system, that has done a good job before, that you already are aware of?
In all of our bid processes, we always look for the lowest bidder, but we also take into account, we would have to review, get the reviews, find out about them. So we always have the option of picking someone that's more qualified rather than lowest bidder, to answer your question. Yeah, we would, once again, if y'all would like for us to do that, we'll be more than happy to do that and assess when the bids come in, who would be the most qualified to do the job.
All right. Who would be open to getting more bids?
So you said that the person who gave you this quote was the one who originally did the electrical there? At the
Yes,
switchyard?
yes, they've been doing the majority of the work in the entire switch yard. And they're also the ones that gave the bids on the fans
Okay.
as well. So they do a lot of the electrical work there in
Okay.
that area.
So they're familiar?
They are very familiar with the
Yeah, I
layout.
feel comfortable with that.
So you said they put in a bid for it, so no one else put in a bid for it, just them?
It didn't go up to RFP.
That was the only bid that we had gone out for. So we didn't post this, yes.
Oh, okay.
So a sole source, but with justification.
I think we can, I'm comfortable enough to go ahead and vote on this. You're welcome to vote how you see fit. I would like to, would anybody like to make a motion?
Beforehand, can
At
I
this
ask one more
time?
question to clarify?
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you very much. Do you think there's any impact of delaying moving this forward? Like, if we sit and we spend too much time analyzing this, are we missing out on impact for the city? Or are we risking anything by not moving forward with 70% confidence?
I don't, that's hard to say.
Okay.
You know, if we do go through a bid process, it would have to be open for bids for 2 weeks. And then we'd have to make a choice, and then depending on scheduling with that contractor.
So when's the expectation for this to be completed? Would this be completed Q4 this year?
I mean-
Around the timing of some events that we would want to have more people rolling out for?
So, you know, the Switchyard is going to be hosting the Training Grain event. I'm not sure that this project would be the best timing for that,
Fair.
you know, because
Thank you.
the parking lot would have to be tore up and things like that to do this project. So to give time to properly maintain the parking lot after we do this work, we probably need to wait till after the Training Grain event to do this. But
Would y'all want to wait till after Christmas as well?
um,
Parades and everything? Or would this happen before?
you know, we really haven't discussed an actual timeline
Okay.
on that.
Thank you.
But I will definitely get more concrete information on that.
Oh, I'm not
so
too
that-
worried. I just want to know if y'all are going to rush and we would
Yeah, I
hold
mean,
it
we-
back.
We obviously
But
want
if there's time, it sounds like it's a good idea to
we
take it.
obviously want to get this done as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And if it is feasible to do it before Training Grain, we'll definitely do that.
All right. Thank you. That's all I had.
All right. Would anybody like to,
I'll make a motion that we accept the bid that we have for $18,700 for the
I'll second it.
construction of the new power pedestals at the switchyard.
I'll second.
Here. Second also?
all right, everybody
yay.
vote?
Oh. Thank you.
All right, we have 4 yays and 1 nay. So that motion has passed. Thank you, Ms. Gorski, for that information. All right, moving on to staff reports. 3A, August donation fund report.
Yes, ma'am. So within your packet, you will have that park donation fund report. We didn't have time to attach it to the packet that was sent out to you last week. However, you can take a look at that in the physical packet from today. So we had, for August 2025, we had $7,628 in donations. And for our expenditures in that month, we had the gift certificate that was given to Thomas Weaver. And we also had the expenses for the carnival rides for 4th of July. and that totaled to $9,768. So as of September 1st, we have an estimated available total to $122,619 with 6 cents. Do y'all have any questions?
I don't.
Is that considering what's already allocated for planned events?
I'm sorry?
Is that considering what's already allocated for planned events?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, if there's no other questions, future agenda items, does anybody have any ideas what they would like to put on the agenda, future agenda? Anything for discussion? Anything new? Yes, Mr. Corsi.
If no one else does, actually would like to discuss, last meeting, we discussed the dog park playground that was approved. We got some plans in on that. I know that we were talking, y'all were discussing with Laura Presley, with Emily Horn on train themes. So they were able to get that together. So we do want to put this on a future agenda item to discuss. We'll be sending out all these plans that they have sent in for y'all to review before our next meeting. But what I would like to go ahead and maybe just discuss now while we're here is option one. There was 2 themes that they came up with, one with a train theme and one with a dog theme. And so the dog theme, like the rubberized deal, had like dog footprints in it and things like that. That option came in below the 116 that was approved at 113,411. But in order to implement train themes, like what was requested, it will come back at a higher price than what was originally awarded at 131,193. So a difference of 15,193 that we would have to ask, approve for more money on if you were to do a train theme that size. So one of the things that we'll put together in a discussion package for going forward is that Laura suggested that they could get with Whirlex, who was the playground company that was here, to see how close they can get back to the 116 with the train theme, if that's really what y'all would want to do, or look at the dog designs, see if that's something that interests y'all at all, and move discussions of maybe implementing train themes into the switchyard playground for a future discussion as well. So we'll have all this worded out and packaged up for y'all to read and study before the next agenda. If y'all have
Okay.
any questions, I'll be more than glad to.
All right.
I mean, right off the cuff, do we know why there's a $20,000 to $21,000 delta on that?
I think in order to construct train themes, and once you see the diagrams and the pictures, you'll probably understand why the price increase.
Got
There was a big locomotive engine that was implemented into the.
Got it. So it was
The
apparent in
design,
theme and
yes,
design
yes.
inside. You're like, oh, wow.
Yes, yeah. The rubberized surfacing was railroad track. It was really neat looking.
Okay.
So I just think maybe the design concept, it was going to cost more money to do. So it's just open for discussion. I know that we want to provide the best playground for our community there. So just a couple options there, but just want to be very transparent. If we went the full train theme at that location, it will cost more than what we approved for.
I think definitely, let's see what they come up with. Yeah, we'll have to discuss that then on what's more important to us.
I'd even be curious to know if there's a big difference in not having any theme and just making it a dog park without a theme.
Yeah, I don't know what that difference would be. So,
Okay.
yeah, we can definitely get that quote. Yeah,
Especially if it's colored. It would need to be dog color themed, right? Okay, thank you.
Well, okay, this is for a playground, not for the dog park.
I thought this was a dog park. I was like, what if we do no theme at the dog park?
This is the dog park playground.
Oh,
It's the playground right next to the dog park.
that actually changes my opinion incredibly. I was like, my dog's not gonna care, yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
All right, is that good? Anybody else have
My
any?
dogs play at the park too, so, at the dog park and on the toys.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
I don't know.
That might be
It happens.
illegal.
It happens. He gets up there. I don't know.
I won't tell anyone.
For
I know I got in trouble.
our next regular scheduled meeting, we have that November 17th, but that is very close to the holidays for Thanksgiving, so I just wanted to get a head count of who would be available to meet in November, or if y'all would prefer to move that up earlier in the month, or perhaps late October.
Should we vote on that?
You wouldn't need to vote on it, but just let us know your availability.
I am okay for that date. You said the 17th, correct?
Yes.
I'm okay with the 17th.
So it's the week before Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Yes.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I won't be gone till the next one.
All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I motion we adjourn.
Second? All in favor? Aye. All right, meeting adjourned. 6:29.
It's the fastest one ever.
Thank y'all, appreciate it. Thank you for the information coming out.
Did you?
That was pretty much like,
It was like, hi, how we doing, and bye.
yeah.
When our
Meeting was 10,000.
Glad I missed that one.
Our meetings were
Or coming, sitting at the train